Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 28 of my early campaign where I'm playing as Aragon. And this campaign. Oh man, this campaign. So it actually has been a little while since I've played the last episode because I did record my parts 25, 26, and 27 all back to back because I needed to know that there was a light at the end of the tunnel before I uploaded any of those episodes. So it's been a while. It's been I haven't played this campaign since last year. So it's been a few days, been over a week I suppose. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel because folks, look at this. I am back in positive. I am making 4,697 florins per turn and I'm only 114,612 florins in debt. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel here. Hopefully that's going to help me dig myself out of this. But it's going to be a while, right? And there's going to be a lot to do to make sure that I can hang on until that time. Because I can't retrain anything until my debt's paid, right? I can't train anything and I cannot build anything until my debt is paid. So my options are limited, right? But there are things that I can do and there are things that I have been doing. I have been able to start a civil war amongst the Egyptians. And that is what helped me get my ceasefire with them. And so they're dealing with a rebellion here in Lesser Armenia, and then Edessa, and then it looks like they're handling the rebel stack here in Syria. But then they're also over the Byzantines, who have a presence here as well as a presence down here. And yeah, they've actually lost Greece to the Byzantines, which is interesting. This is a pretty small but elite force, and they have an Egyptian force under siege in the castle, which is really interesting. Also, a French crusade is on their way to... Is it Tripoli? Yeah, they're on their way to Tripoli. So that's going to be troublesome for the Egyptians. And right now the Egyptians and the Mongols are actually at peace. Let me just double check that. Yes, they are. So hopefully that changes now that there's kind of an opening here, right? So hopefully the Mongols can actually use their forces here because they still have, you know, a decent little group of forces here. And hopefully they can use them against the Egyptians and not the Byzantines, although the Mongols and the Byzantines are at war. So maybe that makes more sense, but I mean, this Byzantine forces here in Rome are substantial. They really are. And I'd really like it if the Byzantines and the Mongols focus their efforts on the Egyptians because I want the Egyptians to make sure that they don't go back to being at war with me. As soon as they get bored, they might do that. And I need this peace to last, you know? So I was able to pull off a little bit of a raiding party with my army here in Antioch. I left a couple of units of peasants here in Antioch. Well, I kind of raided a few territories, destroyed the Ribat that's the Ribat that built the jihad marker that was directed towards me. So I was able to, you know, cause that civil war. And, you know, I probably have it in me for another another party like that, another raiding party I could do with this Antioch army, but could I do a second one? Could I do a third one? I don't know. I'd run out of men eventually. So that's a little bit risky, right? So maybe I can get myself another ceasefire if the Egyptians want to pull something on me a little bit later in this campaign, but I need to get out of debt. I really need to get out of debt. The Egyptians do have at least one boat in the water, and yeah, I'm worried that, you know, I'm worried at any point that they might go back to war with me. That's just kind of a really stressful thing that I'm gonna have to deal with. And the Byzantines have a lot of forces here in Crete. That's really unfortunate, actually. It'd be nice if they could activate these forces and fight the Egyptians. And yeah, same with the Almohads. Like, that'd be cool if they kind of fought the Egyptians as well. Although I don't know if they would. But I have an idea. And this is either a really smart idea or a really dumb idea. But the Italians are also undergoing a civil war. And I don't know really how I feel about that. The Italians were putting a lot of pressure on the French. And that was a good thing. That was making sure that the French weren't going to, you know, start a war with me. The Italians now have Toulouse. And my only, you know, French border province is going to be here in Aquitaine, which actually does have quite a few French armies. And I did like, you know, the Italians fighting against the French. That was a good thing. But however, there has been this faction reemergence from the papacy, and they're really sticking it to the Italians. Have taken over the entire Italian boot, and they are probably the reason why there is this French Civil War, or Italian Civil War. So I'm a little torn on that, right? If the papacy simply, like, you know, takes out the Italians and conquers them and then goes to war with the French, that's fine. But if they simply go to war with the Italians and weaken the Italians, and then the French have a little bit of a respite here to get stronger, then that's a little bit bad. Because there's not a ton of other natural enemies in this area besides the Italians, right? So there's really not much left for the Germans. I think it's just these two provinces here in Bohemia and Swabia. The French are at war with the Mongols, but they are going to run out of steam at some point. Hopefully the Byzantines and the French would, you know, get a war going, but that's not here yet. So the thing I was going to say about the Italian Civil War, it's left me an opening because Sicily is available. Now, I planned on taking Sicily regardless in this campaign. I did want to create a sort of trade empire with these island nations here in Corsica, Sardinia, Sicily, Malta, and then Crete, Rhodes, and Cyprus. And then I also wanted to take like Naples and Greece, just because I feel like the Crown of Aragon, historically, I think they had a colony in these places, but obviously not as like the entire country of Greece or the entire, you know, lower boot of Naples. That's something I don't know too much about, honestly. I haven't really read much about the Crown of Aragon, but I do want to kind of recreate it in a way. So I was looking at Sicily, right? And right now it's making 792 florins. Not freaking bad. That would help out. That would really speed up the process, right? If I took Sicily, and I can get there because my boats are there. And this is a Italian Civil War. It's just a unit of Royal Knights. That's all I have to beat. In fact, if we look at him, he's a Sybarite. -2 Valor. Well, okay, that's kind of counteracted by the Killer Instinct, which gives +2 Valor. So, 0 Valor overall. He's not going to be a super duper fighter is what I'm trying to say here. Now, this can be really good for me. It's my understanding that once I take provinces, there's going to be an auto destroy, or not destroy, but like an auto degrade on all of these buildings, which are going to be damaged. So any building that's more than 1 tier is going to be damaged, whereas the buildings that are only 1 tier, such as a port, will be damaged. So any units that I bring here to Sicily to take this, I won't be able to, you know, bring them back. They're going to be stuck in Sicily because I'm not going to have that money to rebuild that port until, you know, whenever I'm out of debt. So that's going to be a very long time. So I have to bring as few troops as possible to Sicily to take this, and not only take it, but to also have enough population loyalty to hold on to it. So what I'm thinking is this. Bring over, let's see, he looks like he's a pretty decent, so this is a high era royal bodyguard. So he's going to be better than, obviously, my feudal era guy right here. Now, I should have retrained him for free a long, long time ago. And this is a mistake that I made. So I can't use him, but you know what? He has 0 command anyway, so maybe that's not what I should do. What I could do is bring him, though. He's a 4-star general. And what else is he? Brave beyond belief. +3 valor, +3 morale. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, -3 loyalty, but his loyalty is still pretty good. So I'm thinking about bringing him because he is a high era Royal Knight. Now I should just bring this guy and retrain him because it's free. I should have done this a long time ago. And I should look at other like him as well. I should retrain him as well. So yeah, there's not much. I mean, there's barely anything on, you know, bordering me from the Alma heads. Just 1 unit of Gulam cavalry and then 1 unit of Gulam bodyguards. Really not much, but I don't want to leave an opening. I don't want them to come back and. I mean, I think we are still at war, aren't we? Yeah, I never could get that ceasefire with the Alma heads. But in any case, I'm thinking that unit of Royal Knights and then also bringing a unit of Genites as well. How about I just bring this 39-man unit over? Because they can... Oh, they're already... Yeah, you guys go back. And then, yeah, because these guys, I need someone that can make sure that they can surround that unit of Royal Knights. Because here's the thing. I need to make sure that I kill this entire unit and not let any man escape back to that castle. In fact, if only one man escapes back to that castle, that's even worse than like 10. Because something that's modeled very well in these games, Shogun and Medieval, is the whole idea that the less men there is to feed, then the longer the castle holds out. It's a really elegant system. It's really well done in these games. It's kind of shocking to me, at least, that that's in the game. That the idea is there's a few things that make a siege last longer, right? The castle defenses do play a big part of it. If you upgrade your castle, I'm pretty sure that that's going to add to the length that the siege lasts. As far as the defensive upgrades, I'm not a positive. I think that's true, though. I think at least one of the upgrades will increase the duration that the siege lasts. But if there's a lot of men housed in that castle, then they'll have to be fed, right? And a lot of times that garrison can be starved out if it's like a full stack inside, if it's a full castle, you know? So in this case, this is a 3rd-tier castle. This is a castle with a ring wall. So I believe that's just the one defensive upgrade for the castle. And so 3rd tier. 3rd tier is not bad, right? Housing, however many men would have survived from this thing would probably last forever. If I let, say 5 men survive and they get back to the castle. So I really need to make sure that I kill everyone in this unit. If not, then I'm going to have to storm the castle. And that's going to really be painful. That's going to really, really hurt. So I would be bringing like units of peasants over from my castles to just try to break down those gates and storm the castle. And hopefully that they would hold. That would be a really painful assault for sure. So what would I be getting? Well, right now it's making 792 income. And I think that this is just off farm income, because they have an 80% upgrade for improved farmland, but they also do have a Merchant's Guild. Now, I don't think they're making any money off the Merchant's Guild. Unless, are they? It's hard to tell. I don't know if this is counting, because it's technically not Italy's right now, so these ships should not be counting as a trade empire, I don't think. So this might just be off of farm income. But yeah, I don't know. I can't quite tell. So what would happen is if there's an auto damage, function where you take a province, then this is going to be going down to 60% upgrade, and then this is going to be going down to, I can't remember, the Merchant's Guild is it the 2nd tier or the 3rd tier? I can't remember. But in any case, there's still going to be one left, right? There's still going to be at least one version of the trading post left once this is, knocked down a tier, right? So me, with my expansive trading empire, I can make some money off of this. And I can grab it without going to war with Italy. And in addition to the money that I make off the province itself, what I can also do is I can lower the upkeep for my boat, because boat upkeep increases the further it is away from friendly ports. So if I look at my boat upkeep for these boats, support cost is 20. Go down to here, support cost is 60. Just two provinces away from the nearest port, it's already up to 60. What about over here? Is it 80? It is 80. So, yeah, and then back over here, because we have a port in Antioch, it's 12. Oh, yeah, this is a caravel. Support cost is cheaper for some reason. Yeah, 25 for that caravel. But yeah, you get the gist, right? So by having a friendly port here in Sicily, ooh, actually no, damn, wait. Oh, that wouldn't count, would it? Because the port's going to be destroyed. I don't think it's any friendly province. I think it has to be a friendly port. Oh, bummer, damn. I was really hoping that I would get that extra money from reduced upkeep. I guess I'll find out, right? If I'm just making a lot more money after taking Sicily, then I'll know that I'm getting reduced upkeep. And I can also look at these places and see if it's less than 80, then I'll know. But yeah, now that I think about it, I think I remember it being the case that it needs to be a friendly port, which if it's destroyed, that's not going to be the case, which is, oh, that's too bad. But in any case, this is still going to be a worthy grab, because I really do, like, this is good, right? Making almost 5 grand is good, but I needed to speed this up as fast as possible. And in the meantime, yes, I need to do everything that I can to keep causing trouble and keep these factions fighting amongst themselves, because I am behind. my military infrastructure is behind, my economy is behind, and I need to keep these guys squabbling and fighting for as long as possible so that I can catch up, get out of debt, and get things back in order. And just like that, the Egyptians have actually, they went from Constantinople to take Greece back, and then they've just opened Constantinople up to the French Crusade. So yeah, that's, I don't know if that's a good move, Egypt, but yeah, they're causing trouble. Now here we are. Here's going to be the attack on Sicily. I did bring a unit of Royal Knights, my Spanish Gentes, and then 2 peasants. Hopefully just to kind of, not really for this battle, but just to make sure that the population loyalty stays good after this battle's over. So let's see if I can get this done here. Without further ado, let's just go right on in here. We're here in Sicily. I want my Gentes going all the way around and to the rear of that unit of Royal Knights, and then I want my other unit of Royal Knights to march straight on forward, along with my units of peasants. They can just be backup. And let's just hope that this unit of Royal Knights charges right on into us and makes this easy. If he starts backing up and retreating, I'm going to start to get nervous. So yeah, let's just get my Gentes all the way around here. Let's bring up my peasants, because even peasants, they can use their mass, right, to surround this unit and make sure that they can't escape. So let's just yeah, go in here and hope for the best. Nope, not like that. Not like that. That's not what I want to see. Okay. Yep, you're backing up, and that is making me nervous. So let's just keep following him here, and let's hope that we can catch up to him. At this point, I'm going to try to cut him off with my Gentes, because it looks like he is thinking about, you know, backing up a little bit, and my Royal Knights are just running up, because yes, I'm not waiting. I have to be quick here. And yes, peasants come in here. And Gentes? Yes. So we're going to get the charge off. Gentes, just come right on down. Don't even throw javelins. I just need you to get right in there. And, oh, wow, the enemy general is just killed. Like, he's the first guy to die. Okay, and they're already running away. So that's problematic, because I need you guys to make sure that you get in front of them and kill every last one of them. No. Like, in front of them, in front of them, in front of them, in front of them. Now there's 4 left, and this is problematic because my guys, they let them get ahead, and that's not good. That is really not good here. So 4 of them got away, and that is, I would say, an absolute disaster. Man, that's so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Okay, so we got Sicily. That's wonderful. Yes, rebels captured. Just release them all. And then a most miraculous skull, so a marvelous relic, has been discovered, and now it adds the blessing of sanctity to the magnificence of the Cathedral of Milan. It is a miracle that the Baptist Holy Skull, and his skull at the age of 12 no less, is now in the possession of the true church. Catholic zeal has increased throughout northern Italy. Okie dokie. And let's see, Prince Ferdinand, what do you got? +2 piety, +2 acumen, alright. And then, yeah, +1 piety, +10% zeal. Well, he is a fervent man. Alright, how long is this gonna take? Okay, so yeah, I have to storm this castle. Man, what a disaster. God damn, that sucked. Oh, that sucked. And loyalty is already like below 100%. So there's a chance of a rebellion. Okay, well, let's not have any of that. Let's bring over a unit of peasants. Because I can bring units. I just can't take them away once they're here. So yeah, that brings my loyalty up above 100%, which is what I want. And let's just go in there and assault it. And hopefully my peasants can burn down the gates, and hopefully we can get in. Because, oh man, what a disaster. Like, how bad could that have gone? It would have been way better if he didn't die right away. You know, if he had actually fought. Gosh, man, how unlucky. But I am making over 5,000 now, so something changed. How did I make an extra, like, what, just from the men that, like, died? Is that all it took? So, Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I really want to be, you know, making this money and making my treasury, my debt go away. And yeah, the French have taken Constantinople. That's good. I like that. So hopefully, I kind of hope they. No, this siege is gonna last forever. They just have to keep moving. Ooh, but there is rebels in Nicaea. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Gosh, if this French crusade, would they actually be able to take Tripoli? I mean, there's really not much standing in their way, is it? This army here in Anatolia, these little armies here in Trebizond. But I would imagine the crusade path is going to take them through Nicaea, Anatolia, Lesser Armenia, and they'd probably ask for permission to go through me, I would say. And I would just say yes, although that would be painful because they'd be sucking up soldiers from my armies. Should I move them out of the path? Is that something that I should do? Well, obviously I don't want to move them into Syria because then I'd start a war again with the Egyptians. And I don't want to fight rebels because that is helping out the Egyptians as well. So, man, that's a tough call. Losing those units to a crusade passing through, that'd be pretty painful. And the French army actually did go through Trebizond. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So the Egyptians are retreating from Trebizond. Okay. And they also retreated from Nicaea. All right. The Italians are retreating from Genoa. And here's the castle assault. This is going to be pretty nasty. So let's get it over with. I'm actually really glad that I brought my general that brings, well, he has a trait that gives +3 morale because my peasants are going to need that to help me get through these gates. You guys need to run. You guys need to run like this. You guys are taking a lot of arrow fire from all of these towers. So we need to make sure that my peasants stay in the fight by using my Royal Knights to keep them going here. And unfortunately that means that my Royal Knights are going to be getting shot at. And yeah, now there's flaming oil coming in on my peasants as well. So hopefully we can get this gate down and then get inside. Where are the enemy? They're going to be inside of the... So we're going to have to get through two gates before we can kill the 4 Royal Knights that are remaining here. My Royal Knights are getting absolutely shredded here, which is awful. I feel like I need to keep them nearby because their command, his command, is really important for keeping my peasants in the fight here, but yeah, I feel like I need to bring the Genites up just for extra guys for the arrows to shoot at. Maybe they'll take away some of the attention, or maybe I can keep my unit of Genites inside of my... Like maybe I can bring my Genites around my Royal Knights like this and maybe protect them from the arrow fire. This gate is 79% damaged, so we're getting there. But yeah, these Royal Knights are just taking a beating, so let's just try to get my Genites like protecting my Royal Knights like this. That way I can keep their command aura closer to my peasants, so that hopefully we should get in here. 90%, I really want to get this castle fight done here so that I can start making money. And let's actually have my Royal Knights be in loose formation as well. And there we go. Alright, let's just get in, guys. Get in, and let's get this gate down as well. Because I believe... Yeah, I don't even see... There they are. There they are. Yep, they're right there. I'm just down to my general. He's the last man left in his unit. I'm actually running him around now, trying to make the arrows miss. Because, yeah, we're down. There's still... Oh, man, there's still a lot of castle that needs... Or a lot of the gate. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I feel like as soon as my general dies, I feel like... Maybe my Genites can get in there and help, because I feel like if my general dies, I don't know if this army is going to be able to last much longer. And man, I have to get in there and I have to still kill 4 Royal Knights. So yeah, hopefully whoever's left to get in here is going to be able to do that. And yeah, I just need to keep running my Royal Knights around, and hopefully he can survive here. There's 58% damage on this gate, so oh my god, this is so tight. This is so close. All right, the castle gates are open. Let's get in here. Let's get in here and destroy these Royal Knights.
The enemy general is dead.
Oh god, thank god. Whew, okay. So yes, I lost a lot of men, and I'm definitely gonna have to bring in at least another unit of peasants or two over to Sicily to help maintain the population loyalty. So I did damage 3 buildings, and I did pillage 1,200 florins, so that's gonna help towards the cause. Oh no. Oh no, the Egyptians have gone back to war with me. Oh no, why would they do that? The French are in their territory. You know, like what the hell? Oh, that's so bogus. So at least I did, you know, win this battle and I sunk the enemy ship. There's that, but still. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so much. Okay. Let's see. Anything important? Yes. Alliance with the papacy. Sure. Why not? That seems good. And yeah, we're back to war with the Egyptians. Yes, we are. Oh man, that sucks so much. Oh my god, we're still in the positive. Wow, that's crazy. We're making 3,000, 3,200. So there's that. That helps. How much we're making off Sicily? Over, yeah, 1,100. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is so good. And we kept the port. How? So I could go back home with these troops. Wow, what? Wow. That's really something. And this is on very low taxes. So I can make more as well. How much, what's this going to give me? +4 loyalty and 1 command for the governorship of Sicily. Wow, that's not bad. And so that means that, yeah, the support costs, because I have this port, the support costs for these boats is lower. Huh. Wow. So I wonder if it's because I did a direct assault on this castle instead of sieging it out. Is that why I kept the port? Is that is that the deal there? Man, that was lucky. Jesus. So yeah, let's bring over another unit of peasants. Let's do Castile, maybe not Castile. Maybe Portugal can probably spare a peasant, right? Bring you over to Sicily. And how's Portugal? How's it looking? Loyalty's 103%. Oh man, Portugal. Portugal's so dicey. Oh dear. I guess I don't really need the peasants in Cordoba or Granada for that matter, because I have these armies here. So they can go up here and then, yeah, let's bring a peasant unit there. And yeah, because I want to try to raise this up enough to where I can, you know, raise the taxes. But let's just keep it there for now. Yeah, let's not risk that. Let's just keep it here for now. And let's find someone with the highest acumen, but also a decent amount of dread, so that they could be governor of Sicily, and then hopefully that will allow me to raise my taxes a little bit. Don Fernando Galmirez, you are going to be my next governor of Sicily, or my actual governor of Sicily. 3 dread, 6 acumen, not bad. Although there's something fanatic, so plus 40% zeal when governing. That's a little bit, well, I'm unsure, right? So he's going to be raising the zeal a lot. It's already at 40%, so, or 60%, so that's going to raise it by, you know, a lot. And my understanding is that the 2 numbers that have to match up are piety and zeal. Now, I've also read that piety isn't zeal. Piety relates to the actual percentage of your religion's numbers in that region. And I don't think that's it. I think it's piety and zeal are the 2 numbers that have to like correlate for population loyalty to be okay. And I don't know if his zeal is high enough Zeal 4. That doesn't seem high enough, but you know what? The 3 Dread and the 6 Acumen, that looks pretty dang good. So let's get him. Also, he's going to be getting another... He's going to be a 6-star general after this, so that's going to be good as well. So let's look at this. 1182. Give it to him, and then up to... Whoa, yes. Yes! Oh man, making 1,800 off Sicily alone. And put up taxes up just a little bit, making 2,200. Just wait until we can get up to, you know, raising like very high taxes. Yes, that is going to be fantastic. That is so, so good. Okay. That was worth it. Taking Sicily was definitely worth it. What buildings do they have here? I actually, wow. So once I have money, I can actually train chivalric sergeants and chivalric men-at-arms from this province, and crossbowmen. Oh man, that is amazing. Those are all like the high tier units that I can't train right now and that I'm really behind on. So, oh, that's good. That's so good. So merchant. So it was a tier 3 merchant building before. Now it's a tier 2, which is still pretty decent, right? And it's still 80% on the farmland. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so by assaulting the castle, only a few buildings actually lost a tier. Yeah, fascinating. Okay. So now I just have to get that ceasefire with the frickin' Egyptians. Like, why would they do that? Man, that's so annoying. They have a French crusade marching through their territories. So, let's go over, and I have a guy here, right? Let's try to get that ceasefire. And they are still war with the Byzantines, right? Yeah, they're war with the Byzantines and the French. And yeah, man, like the French. Okay, so yeah, I need to get a, I would like to get a princess. Oh yeah, the princess, she retired. The one that was looking after rum. So yes, I would like to get someone down over to rum. Who do I move? Who do I move? Yeah, you just come down here, check out rum. I want to see that Byzantine army. It'd be really nice if they made a move and attacked the Egyptians, because they are at war with them. But yeah, these Mongols and them as well. If they would come down here to attack Syria, that would be nice. Otherwise, I might be forced to, you know, have another raiding party against the freaking Egyptians. I mean, the good news is that to my north of Antioch, these two provinces are rebel, so don't have to worry about an attack coming from that direction. I can just simply march my armies down through these provinces and cause some damage and burn some buildings down. But it would be nice. I would be tempted to wait until there's another jihad marker, just so that I can guarantee that I'd cause another civil war. Speaking of which, yeah, keep an eye on this. So yeah, the Sultan currently only has 3 influence. So you would think that he'd be a little bit worried about what's going on in his domain, but apparently that's not the case. Oh yeah, and there is an Egyptian boat down here. What do they got? A Bagala, 0-star Admiral, and then I have my 3-star Caravel. Oh, it's tempting. It really is tempting. But I'm not making any money down there anyway, so let's just kind of retreat, I guess. No, let's not. Let's attack. Let's get rid of this boat. Yep, let's try to get rid of that boat. Oh man, and now the Scottish loyalty is at 106%. And I believe it is just because I burned all the people and their zeal is now down to 48%. Oh, it'd be so nice if there'd be a English faction reemergence. Only if we could get one. Oh, that would be so nice. I want it so bad. I don't know, it might be too late though. Like, I don't know if they still have any, you know, or any heirs that are left or anything like that. I don't know if the conditions are right, so. I can keep hoping though. What about Denmark? Yeah, they're so close to being lower than 120. They're 122. Yeah, it would be nice to cause some more issues for their French. Okay, lovely. So the Egyptians have accepted my offer of a ceasefire. That's what I needed to hear. That's really good news. I don't know why they... And wait, we're back at war. We're back at war. Okay. That's probably because I attacked their boat when I was asking for a ceasefire. Okay, that sucks. Let's just try to get a ceasefire, and I won't attack your boat this time. Oh, that's awful. God damn it, that's so awful. And yeah, this French crusade is taking quite the route, isn't it? It looks like they're doing everything they can to go around me, which is really nice of them. And yeah, if they want to come down here and take Syria and move into Tripoli this way, then we can just be neighbors. That's fine with me. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be really good, honestly. I mean, yeah, it looks like they pushed off the Mongolians, but they just went to Georgia. That's fine. Yeah, the French are causing issues for the Egyptians for sure. So, yeah, hopefully we can get another ceasefire, and I won't attack a boat this time. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. So, what how much are we making? 1900. Why did everything just lower that much? Why did I just lose so much money? What just happened? That's all good. My trade is how it was before. I have no idea. Why did my income just go down by like 2 grand basically? Because I wasn't trading with... Oh, maybe... Yeah, because I was trading with, I suppose, Cyprus and... Oh, right. Gosh, damn. Because I moved my boats off the coast of Antioch. Oh, crap. And now there's this Egyptian boat here, so I don't want to go back. I want to get that ceasefire. Oh, man, that sucks. Damn it. Okay, let's get that ceasefire. If he says no, then screw them. I'm just going to go back in here and, you know, secure this trade route. Because I can trade with the rebels. So I was trading with Lesser Armenia, for example. And... Oh, yeah, and if the French take Tripoli, then we can trade with Tripoli as well. No matter if we're, you know, friends with the Egyptians or not. So, yeah, okay, let's just go back in here and, let's go back up here, actually. So that we have strength in numbers. And, yeah, we'll just go back there next turn, if we can get that ceasefire. There's been a counterattack, finally. So one of the Byzantine armies from Rum has attacked the Egyptian army in Anatolia. So, yeah, putting some pressure on here. Nice to see that. And yes, the Egyptians have retreated from the French crusade here in Syria. Wow, okay. Wow, nice. And there is a little bit of a Mongol loyalist rebellion here in Armenia, okay. And yes, the French are the strongest military. Good for them. Inquisition has ended here in Scotland. And okay, so yes, we have the ceasefire from Egypt. And I will double check that. I did not attack their navy this time, so hopefully everything's fine. And let's see, anything? Prince Fernando, what do you got? Devout +2 piety? Alright. Good to see it. How's my income? Making 2,400. Okay, let's move my ships back into their places. Here and then down to the Nile coast, I believe, right? And that should really boost my income as well. Yes, there are some Egyptian boats here sharing my provinces, or sharing a sea region with my boats, but we are no longer at war with the Egyptians, and hopefully that remains true, because like the Egyptians, it's interesting. They've lost pretty much all of Anatolia. Yeah, they've lost all of Anatolia, and they've kind of traded places where now they have these provinces. They have like Greece and Constantinople and Bulgaria. And wow, oh my goodness. Oh, now I just realized once the French crusade takes Tripoli, I will have 0 neighbors. I will have 0, I won't border the Egyptians at all. It'll be the French and these rebel provinces with the Byzantines to the north. And whoa, that'd be so weird. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd like that. I would like that. Because that way, if there's any like stupid navy shenanigans between me and the Egyptians, I can simply just get an auto ceasefire by leaving the sea regions that border their provinces, and that should be fine. And the Egyptians, the fact that they're kind of like getting pushed out this way, you know, they should be having issues with their Sultan's influence. Yeah, he's down to 2 influence. Can he have another civil war? Because these provinces are not going to be receiving his influence bonus. So let me check the loyalty on these guys. Nothing too crazy. 3's bad, but nothing too crazy. What about up here? How's the loyalty doing on these guys? 4 and 5. So surprisingly not awful. 0. Okay, that's bad. 0 loyalty on that general is bad. And he's a family member as well. And what about 0? Okay, so there might be a civil war, right? Right? And then 2 on him. Yeah. Yeah, the Egyptians are in trouble. They're having some real difficulties here. And I'm going to take credit for some of that. Like, yeah. Yes. Okay, this is feeling good. Let's see if I can I boost taxes up here a little bit? Yep, almost making 3 grand off Sicily now. That feels pretty good. And yeah, man, this is just really back and forth up here. Like the Italians look like they're kind of stabilizing a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe not, because they just have most of their strength here in Toulouse. And yeah, the French forces are cracking down. It would be nice if the papacy started fighting the French, but they're not quite there yet. They're still dealing with the Italians. And that's smart. Smart to deal with one enemy at a time. That makes sense. And the French, are they still fighting? So the Mongols and the Italians and the Egyptians. So they're not fighting the Germans. They're not fighting the Byzantines. That'd be nice if they fought the Byzantines. But the Byzantines are dealing with this now. They have like the Egyptians on this side of them. That'd be crazy though if the Byzantines could like push in from both sides and kind of trap the Egyptians in the middle. That'd be really wild. Yeah, I wish I had more agents. I wish I had more bishops so I could see these territories. And I'm pretty sure the Byzantines are dealing... Oh, they have a peace treaty with the Mongols. Yes. All right. And are the Mongols at war with... Oh, the Mongols are just fighting the French and the Germans. That's it. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. Yeah, focus on the French. That's cool, I guess. They need as many enemies as the game could muster. Bummer, there's going to be a loyalist rebellion for the Egyptians here in Anatolia. That's going to be tough for the Byzantines to handle. Ah, darn. Okay, well. And yeah, Inquisition is finished here in Sweden. Alright, I'm going to go check on that right away. How is their population loyalty? Down to 123%, but definitely manageable, I suppose. And I saw something... Is he still here? Yes. Okay, Duke of Pomerania. I gotta kill this guy. He has 5 dread, and that is helping out, obviously, Pomerania. They only have 126 population loyalty, so yes, getting rid of him will definitely help out a lot. The fact that he has 0 piety makes him a prime candidate for a Inquisitor. 51% chance of killing him. Yeah, let's kill that guy. And if not, let's just lower his dread, you know. I can get rid of 5 dread with an Inquisitor, so either way, we'll do the job. So, that's going to be good there. And yeah, it's a bummer that the Egyptians are getting help. Damn, that's a decent loyalist rebellion too. Ghulam cavalry and Muwahid foot soldiers and Mamluk horse archers. Damn, like that's fucking solid. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if this Byzantine army can deal with that. Man, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that the Byzantines were going to push back and... So luckily, so yes, the Mongols are pushing out here a little bit. So there's that. That's good. So maybe they can apply some pressure. They're still not at war with the Byzantines or the Mongols. No, they are not. But the French have taken Tripoli. Yes, yes they have. How long before this castle falls? Just 2 turns? Okay. Man, oh man, oh man. That's good for the French. Good for them. And maybe it's good for me. I don't know. And oh man, so yeah, these the Civil War must be over or something, I guess, because these now belong to the Egyptians again. Jesus, things really turned really quickly. How much am I making? Making 9,000. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. I'm making 9,398 florins. Oh, that feels so good. Let's keep that going. I don't know if I can. I feel like the Egyptians are just going to turn on me again because, I don't know, like, things look like they're kind of going their way a little bit. So, hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, hopefully that's not the case. What's the, influence looking like for the... So he's up to 3 now. So yeah, he's gained some influence by kind of stabilizing things a little bit. But still, 3's, you know, 3's in the danger zone, so... You know, this man has 1 loyalty. 1 loyalty is not good. 4 here. And then 5. That's a lot. Or, no, it's him. Yes, that's also a lot. Yeah, another civil war would be nice. That would be nice. What about down here? 4 loyalty. And then... 4 loyalty. That's funny. So I'm the richest clan. I'm 84,000 in debt. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, some more inquisitions, and of course, yeah, famine in Castile. So half my income is taken away. Gunpowder. Here we go. So thanks to the arcane skills of the alchemists, a new substance, gunpowder, is now available. While it may have the sulfurous reek of Satan when used, be fit only for peasants, and make a horrendous racket, it can only be a matter of time before gunpowder appears on the battlefield. Unfortunately, I'll be lucky to get a goddamn crossbow, because at this point, I can't afford anything, so... One of my guys is a little bit overweight. That's fine. I'm not really doing much, so... That's what happens when you don't do much. You get a little lax in your ways. So, hey, thank God the Egyptians did not attack me that turn, and I'm making 9,000 still. That feels great. And the French were able to fight off a counterattack, it appears. So it looks like, yes, Tripoli will fall to them by the end of this turn. And that's good news for the French, and I guess it's good news for me as well. And it looks like the Byzantines were able to fight off that Loyalist rebellion as well. Okay, good. That's what I like to see. 3 influence on the Sultan. Can we get another civil war? Please, please, please. That's what I want to see. Another civil war. Or give me another jihad. Give me a jihad marker just on the field. That way when the Egyptians inevitably declare war on me again, I'll just be ready to go. And I'll just be like, all right, I'm taking a jihad. That's it. We're going to get a civil war. We're going down. My king has died, but luckily I do have an heir. I kind of forgot to check in on that. So, okay. Yeah, I'll have to go see who my new heir is, because yeah, completely forgot about that. Looks like the Pope is asking for a crusade against the Almohads. I don't know why. They're not really bothering anyone except for me. But yeah, I obviously can't send a crusade their way, which is too bad. And yes, that's all good. All right, how's my new king? What's he like? So 2 stars, 3 influence. That's not good. 3 influence is not great. 2 command and 1 acumen. Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's 32, so he's young. Oh God. All right, who's next in line? So he has a brother who's 2 years younger than him. Is my king married? No, he is not. Damn, I probably should have been a little bit more proactive in that manner. Okay, so let's get a emissary on the job right away. I have an emissary hanging out here. And Rum, is that my only emissary? Yes, it is. So it's important that I don't lose him. So let's go find a wife for my king right away, because I need him to start making some sons. Okay, he's a French princess. Is there another one that's more accessible, like in a port region? Not really, it's looking like. Alright, well, let's go talk to her. Oh, perfect. So my king is gonna get married on his own, and that's just what I need. Yes, that's perfect. I was a little worried about that. I'm still gonna have my emissary try to find a wife for my brother, just in case anything goes wrong here. So yeah, that's looking good. I'm only at negative 66,000, so making progress here, making almost 10 grand a year. Oh my goodness, that feels pretty gosh darn good. There is an Egyptian emissary hanging out in Antioch, so that's interesting. Makes me feel like they're going to attack me at some point. Yeah, or the French. I mean, the French have a weaker army, so like the Egyptians should definitely go after them. But yes, I'm loving this. I'm loving the fact that I'm making some money. I'm making some progress here. The Egyptians are still, it's a worry. It's a worry that they are going to turn on me, but I feel like there's enough going on in this part of the world, at least for the time being, for them to be focused on that. They are pushing back the Byzantines in this part of the world as well, so that's a little bit worrisome, but I guess the good side of that is that they might come into contact with the French soon and just apply pressure to the French. And I mean, man, the Italians, like, bless their hearts, they're doing so well despite all of this constant pressure. They're fighting the papacy on this side. They're fighting the French on this side. They're losing slowly, but they are occupying the attention of the French for the time being. And then the Italians also just got excommunicated in the last turn as well. So those poor guys, they just can't get a break. They're having a rough go at it. But it's going to be really important that they occupy the attention of the French for as long as possible, because it's still going to be a while before I can make a profit. And even once I start making a profit, it's going to be a while before I can, focus really on my military, because I think the first thing I want to spend money on is more boats, right? So that I can get more boats in my northern sea regions, so I can start, making money off of these regions. But I'm going to have to spread the love. I'm going to have to focus on boats, and then troops a little bit here and there, but also military tech. I'm really going to have to spread it out between pretty much all three areas once I do have more money, an actual income. So I'm already daydreaming, I'm already daydreaming of the things that I'm going to be spending my money on. But you know what? That's all going to have to come later. Because that's going to be it for this episode. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Concept, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.